Hi everyone, my name is Frenchi and this is Fifi de Monet. And today I'd like to welcome you to our channel and tell you a little bit about how our channel was inspired and what our intent for this channel is going forward. So I have always been a huge fan of history, especially the history of music and theater and dance. And I used to spend so much time watching old film reels of burlesque dancers, and I would watch these old films made by my great-great-grandfather Louis Sonny. He had a traveling road show, and back in the day, these road shows had what was called coochie tents, which were these portable tents where they would showcase burlesque dancers. And his history in law enforcement gave him a little bit of an edge with local authorities, so he was a little naughty, and the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, so I'm a little naughty too, and I'm going to show you guys all of these old films and the history of the vintage burlesque showcase. And that's really the intent of this channel, is to keep the vintage, authentic burlesque showcase alive. And I was inspired by the Burlesque Hall of Fame Museum in Vegas. I think they've done just an amazing job keeping the history alive and showcasing the legends, and I am so inspired by their efforts to really preserve that history. So that's the intent of this channel, and also to inspire people to create authentic showcases. And I want to show people how to do that. This is my attempt to create an authentic showcase and see how it does, in the modern era. So I want to bring viewers on my journey and making my own costumes, making my own platform, making my own show, and hopefully getting, gigs, performances, sharing that authenticity with my community, and then hopefully encouraging my viewers to do the same thing and showing you guys how, and also inspiring everyone that you can do this on a shoestring budget with limited time, even with health issues. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and I was so shocked when I realized so many burlesque dancers actually have this. I was inspired by one particular burlesque dancer named Pansy St. Batty, and she was just awesome. And so when I watched her performances, so that's what I really want to have a similar effect on my viewers, because she inspired me and I want to inspire you guys. But I also want to show you a very raw, uncut backstage view of how costumes can be created by you yourself, and how I create my costumes, and show you that it's not easy, and it doesn't have to be easy. It just has to get it done, because we want to preserve the authentic burlesque showcase. So because I recently embarked on this project and creating the channel, I'm hoping that I can start to draw together the sunny side of my family to start to research and resurface some information and tidbits about the history of burlesque, especially from the perspective of Louis Sonny. I'd like to talk about Dan Sonny as well. That is Louis Sonny's son and my great-grandfather. And I want to talk about the films that he made. This one is called A Night at the Follies, which follows a burlesque performance at the Follies Theater in Los Angeles. And it was made in 1947. And I really want to zoom in on the choreographies that they had and some of the clever skits, like these girls dancing around a beach with beach balls. And they had guest burlesque performers such as Evelyn West, and she was very creative also. She actually did kind of a ventriloquist act with a little dummy, and she was just gorgeous, and she was very poetic as well. And the next performer is named Amalia Aguilar, and she just is so talented. She almost did a fusion of belly dance and African dance and jazz and burlesque. So just watch and take it in. In this one, she does a beautiful rumba, and it's very high energy, and she just looks like she's having so much fun. And these are the performers that really inspire me. I mean, I want to have fun on stage, and I want to share that same vibe with my audience. So I watch performers like her, and I think about the way I feel when I watch them, and that's what I want to learn to share with my audience as well. So let's try to revive authentic burlesque. And as you watch my channel, you may see things and think, oh, well, that's not very professional, or that doesn't look too cleaned up. And you would be right, because I'm teaching myself to do all of this. I am a complete novice when it comes to social media, filming myself. I mean, even when I did performances, I was just getting gigs. I wasn't really broadcasting what I was doing at any given point. And I make my own music with AI. Not an expert at that either. So I'm really self-taught in a lot of things I'm doing, but I also want to show people how I'm self-taught, and I want to leave that raw footage that I have up there. So you may see videos that I redo, and maybe one was really choppy and just the audio was horrible, but I might redo it and make it better. But I'm going to leave it up there still so you can see, okay, this is how she's progressing, this is how I'm evolving, because I want you to understand when you create your own authentic burlesque showcase that you are going to evolve, and there are things you're going to have to teach yourself to do, just like I've had to teach myself to do a lot of things. So I would be remiss if I did not mention my stage kitty, my stagehand, my roommate, my mom, my best friend, and you will be seeing her throughout this channel. She is absolutely paramount to the success of this channel, and she's helped me so much already. So we actually are going to create a sub-channel, well, not really a channel, but a category called Tea Time, where we talk about the evolution of burlesque, the negatives, the positives of how burlesque has changed, what we can change about modern burlesque to make sure that it empowers women, you know, how we are affected by modern changes in, you know, the adult entertainment industry, everything. We'll be talking about AI, culture, media, you know, entertainment. So we also want to highlight the beautiful aspects of burlesque and feminine sensuality and strength, and so we want to talk about all those things in Tea Time. So that is coming soon, so subscribe and stay tuned so you can get the latest and greatest ideas that we have coming forward, and hopefully learn some history and be inspired to create your own history yourself. So stay tuned. Mwah. Au revoir. Au revoir.